Hello friends, welcome back to your daily tarot reading with me. I'm Ashley Rose. Today is October 29th and we are going to get into our reading for the day. Happy Friday. I hope you're ready for all the Halloween festivities. If you're going out, if you're participating, if you're, have multiple Halloween festive parties. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. To go to this weekend. Be safe, be careful. If you need a driver, get a DD, call an Uber, but have fun. Most importantly, this is one of my favorite holidays. It sparks off the holiday season. I'm having trouble talking. What else is new? But today we have 2 plus 9, and that's 11. So when we're talking about 11, it's a master number for service. So be a service to others as well as yourself, but be a service to yourself by, most importantly, what did we talk about yesterday? Quieting those things inside of us, those doubts, those fears that pop up when we've just created space for ourselves to build and grow. When we do that, we can be by doing a service to ourselves. First, we can be a service to others. When our mind is quieted and not living in fear, we can help others. We can show others how to use the same tools to apply that to their life, and we can, provide insight and connect and help each other grow and, again, build our relationships and build them in ways that builds value and not, what's the word I'm looking for? Not a commitment that's you're constantly owing each other something or that you have to be providing something, but just one that is built out of love and mutual respect and appreciation. So that's what I got for that. Oopsie daisy, 1 second. We have the 7 of Wands today, and it did all types of twists and turns. So I'm going to talk about it both ways, because on one side, we are going to be feeling like we need to stand our ground. We have Wands. Wands is a fire sign. It's a sign of energy, of our life's path, our life's path, our true purpose. It's about taking our manifestations and energetically being able to bring them into this existence. 7 is the number for mind and creativity. So we're using our mind and our creativity to, channel our energy and to soothe ourselves through these moments, because the 7 of Wands here is like you're standing in new ground, right? We started this new beginning where we are getting rid of what doesn't serve, and we are feeling like we need to protect ourselves and stand our ground. We're standing our ground from people in our life, from, again, those thoughts that keep popping up, our own fears, our own anxieties, the circumstances that we're going through. Again, right? I'm going to go back to my example I said the other day. You come from a family of lawyers or a family of doctors, and you decided you're gonna be a painter or go create music, and that's very taboo for your family, and you're the first one doing that. You're gonna feel like you gotta stand your ground today, that you have to stick to your purpose and honor yourself and your boundaries to bring this into life, because you know that it's true to you, right? Again, and we're going to be doing that through our mind and through our creativity. So in those moments where you feel this pushback, where you feel like your boundaries could be being crossed, take this as an opportunity to go get creative in yourself, to go soothe your mind, to use this energy to push you forward as fuel. Not in an ego wave I'm going to show you, but in a wave I'm going to prove it to myself first, because I know I can do this, and regardless of what you say and what you're throwing at me, I have my wand in my hand and I will stand up for it. What was it? I was watching something in this week. At the end of the week is going to be very big in our authenticity, and that reminds me of my favorite mantra I like to say, and it's I believe in authenticity, so I'm willing to deal with the repercussions of being myself. And that's exactly what this card is saying today, because as we worked through it in ourselves yesterday and built that trust and established a stronger relationship in us, when people come at us, because we are who we are, when we're living in who we are, we don't feel shame about it. We don't feel judgment. We don't care about those things, because it's who I am. Take it or leave it, right? And that's today. This is who I am. Take it or leave it. You can be in my life. You can leave my life. But I honor who I am, and I'm going to abide by my boundaries that help me build a life that's successful and creative, and that fills me with joy and fills me, with love. We have blue all around this, so that's intuition. We're allowing that to guide us. We're tapped in. We're tapped in a whole deeper way than we've had before, again, because we're coming up. All of these things are happening and we're coming up to Halloween, but also there's green all around. So we're healing. We are healing our heart chakra. We're allowing ourselves to open it and share what we have inside. And again, in a way that we're standing our ground. And this being in reverse, we're having there's some of us who are having an easier time than others standing our ground, but some of us can feel like our ground is flipped upside down and we're still trying to catch the thoughts and the feelings that we experienced yesterday, or catch ourselves and not get blown away in all of these, ideas and versions of ourselves that everybody else in our lives wants us to be. And we have to take a little bit longer today to get ourselves there, to find that peace, to ground back down in our healing. So it's okay if you're feeling either one of these today is okay. Just acknowledge where you are, which side of this card that you're on, and what's going to be the best move for you forward. If you're feeling like everything's flipped upside down, again, that's an indication that you need to maybe take time to yourself, step away from what you're doing and ground back into your mind and your creativity and allow that to be what leads you forward. Make sure, what might be helpful is writing down a list of like 10 truths, 10 maybe some affirmations, 10 things that make you feel good, that can pull you out of any type of negative spiral that you may be on, that you feel like, you're losing this and kind of just like floating in the air and you're still stuck in this purgatory feeling, right? 10 things, maybe it's I am confident in who I am. I create the life that I wish to live. I am creative and I create art that inspires others around me. I believe in my authenticity and I'm willing to deal with the repercussions of being myself. I am smart. I am intelligent. I go the extra mile for people I care about. Things that are you, that can remind yourself and ground you back down into who you are. I watched this really awesome video with Abraham Hicks, and if I can find the link, I'll put it in the description. But if you look it up, or I'm sure you can look up on YouTube, it's called the Emotional Vibrational Scale. And when you're going through those hard feelings, it starts with like anger and resentment being at the bottom, and then like love and happiness and satisfaction being at the top. And how when we're going through those feelings, how it's super important to kind of work ourselves up the scale. And you take each feeling, you provide a sentence. So you're like, I'm feeling angry because Jack stole my crayon, right? I don't know. Jack stole my idea from work. I don't know. And you work all the way up and you go through anxiety and you go from being, I'm overwhelmed that he stole my work because that means I need to create more work. I'm content that he stole, then it goes to like contentment. And then you start raising your consciousness, your thoughts out of this low level. And it really, at least for me, has been impactful. But kind of like this, writing down these 10 ideas, it helps you then again ground back into what's real and kind of move through this. So check that out if I didn't explain it right or that was even more confusing, but I think it could be very valuable today to what we may be going through. And that's where I'm going to leave it. Stand your ground, stick to your boundaries. You've got this today. The life that you're building is for you and is for your happiness. So anybody else that doesn't really see that and doesn't, value that, adios amigo, okay? All right, I love you guys. Have a great Friday. It's going to be challenging, but it's all worth it, okay?